Sup everyone, this is DIY Manual and today I'm doing a hands-on review on the Frizzlife MD40 electric water filter pitcher. The company sent this product to me so I can do an unboxing, setup, and test the product for you. Inside the box you'll find the instruction manual, the USB-C charging cable, the cleaning brush, and your water pitcher. So the unit itself feels really solid and durable. It has a nice housing right here and it's really thick. The water pitcher already have the water filters installed, so you can open this blue cover right here and you'll have your two water filter. So to remove the water filter, all you need to do is turn it counterclockwise and pull it up. This two filter is going to clean up to 99.99% of contaminants that comes from your city water. That includes chlorine, lead, PFAs, PFOA, PFOS, while still keeping healthy minerals in your water. And this filter have a life of up to 6 months or up to 400 gallons of filtered water. So to put this thing back, all you need to do is you want to look at this dot right there. You want to align the dot into this icon right here. So you just want to go like this and push it and turn it clockwise. Same thing on this one. Push it and turn it clockwise. This unit have a built-in 45 milliamp hour rechargeable battery, so you don't have to keep it plugged in constantly. The battery will last for up to 20 days of use if you dispense 18 cups of water daily. So that is a total of about 360 cups of water dispensed from your pitcher. And since it's electric, the water pours out faster than many gravity-fed pitchers. It's much quicker once the system is charged and functioning. So this product is already fully charged. To charge this, you just want to lift this thing up and plug in your USB cable right here. These two buttons are your filter indicator, and to turn this unit on, all you need to do is you want to press the two filter indicator button at the same time for about 3 seconds. And if you can see right now, I have full charge of battery and I have blue lights on each filter. When it's time to replace the filter, this light is going to turn red. And in order for you to reset it after replacing your filter, all you need to do is press it again for about 3 seconds. And you hear that beep. And it's going to change from red to blue again. To dispense your water, all you need to do is press this button one time and it's going to dispense. And you want to press it again to turn it off. And for the initial setup, and every time you replace the filter, you want to flush the filter by filling up the pitcher 3 times and putting that water to waste. To fill it up with water, all you need to do is lift the back cover up. And if you look at the back, you're gonna see that you have a max line right here. So let me go fill this up to the max line. Now that I filled up the water up to the maximum line, let me go put the cover back. And I'm gonna flush this thing and do it 3 times, okay? So to flush it, you want to hold the dispense button for about 4 seconds. And that's going to start the flashing process. And I actually started my timer when I pressed start. So let's see when will it stop. So about 5 minutes and 18 seconds to empty out the container. Let me go ahead and do it 2 more times and then I'll come back to you. Alright guys, so I just finished the flushing process. So what I'm gonna do is, let me just go ahead and give this water a try. Basically, the water tastes just like water. So there's no chemical taste. So I would say that the filter is actually doing its job, but let's go ahead and compare this to the other filters that I have. So I have my reverse osmosis water system right here, and then I also have my tap water here. This is my refrigerator water. You can see it's still a little cold, and I'm gonna grab some water from here as well. Okay, just want to make sure they're all the same height. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a TDS water test Just want to let you know that a regular water filter like this will not really reduce TDS number, but what it will do is it will remove chemicals like chlorine, lead, and all the other stuff in your water, but will leave all the healthy minerals like calcium, magnesium. What I noticed is in my refrigerator, actually it does lower the TDS a little compared to my tap water. Let's see if this one will also do that. Okay. I have a really high TDS in my tap water, and I just want to let you know that if you want to reduce your TDS, then you want to get a reverse osmosis system. Frizzlife also have a reverse osmosis system, and I'll put those links in the description. If your water source have high TDS and you wanted to lower it, if you have a TDS of 150 or lower, or maybe about 200 or lower, then you should be fine. My source water actually have, I think, about 500, 600. So let's go ahead and test that. So right now I have 0 on my meter. Let's go ahead and test my reverse osmosis system first. Okay, so let me put this on hold. See, my reverse osmosis system have a TDS of 25. Okay, so let's go reset this again, and I'll put this on my tap water. So this is my source water. Okay, so I think it stopped moving. So let me go put this on hold. My tap water have 480 ppm. So let's reset this again, and let's try my refrigerator water. Okay, so it looks like it stops now. Let me go ahead and hold this. Okay, so you can see the refrigerator water didn't really lower the TDS that much. It's just 450 ppm. Basically, it's about the same as this one still, okay? Okay, so let me zero it out again. And then let's go ahead and test it into this water that we filtered using the Frizzlife, okay? Okay, so it looks like it settles down already. Let me go put this on hold. And I'll show you right here. So 430, so it's a little better than the refrigerator water filter that I have, because I think this is about 5 micron. This is 1 micron filter. So if your water source have high TDS, I would suggest you get the reverse osmosis system. But just remember that if you use a reverse osmosis system, your water's pH is gonna go down with your TDS. A lot of people buys alkaline water because of that, because alkaline water will infuse the minerals back into the water. So if your TDS is already acceptable, then I would say this is the only thing that you need. The filter will be able to lower your TDS count a little bit more, and it is going to remove all the chemicals that your city have put into your water to sanitize it, and it's also going to remove all the chemical taste in your water. So I hope that this review is helpful to you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and see you next time.